Are you somebody who's tired of not seeing results from their fitness routine? The answer is probably because you're inconsistent. Now, here's what I mean by that before you come and attack me at your consistency. What we have to remember is that we have to be consistent in a lot of different areas in order to be successful with our fitness industry, your fitness routine and the results that you get. For example, you not only need to be consistent with lifting, but you also need to be consistent with your nutrition and also consistent with your sleep as well. So a really useful tool that I could give to you guys for free is something called a consistency calendar, where you basically use a flipbook calendar as a way to track your consistency. So let me give you an example. Those three things that I basically was suggesting before were sleep, fitness, and nutrition. And then you can basically create a consistency calendar from this. And here's the rule. If you hit 8 hours of sleep every single day, you put a checkbox. If you get to the gym, you put a checkbox. If you hit every single calorie goal and protein goal, you put a checkbox. The idea is to actually gain a little bit of reality on how consistent you might be. So what you can see here is if I hit sleep, fitness, and nutrition, I will put 3 checkboxes on that day, basically explaining to myself that I did everything that I needed to in order to get results. And what you would do is you would track throughout every single day in a month to basically see how consistent was I. Because the reality is, and what I typically see, is people will have 3 days in a row where they're super consistent, and then when the weekend comes, they miss one or multiple of these on a regular basis. Now, if you truly want to get results from your fitness routine, the best thing that you can do is be about 80% consistent. Now, notice I didn't say 100% consistent, because perfect is the enemy of good. Meaning, when you aim for perfection and you deprive yourself of all the things that you enjoy, you'll not stick with that routine forever. At some point, you're going to want to break that routine so that you can make sure you enjoy yourself in the meantime. Well, that's where our 20% rule comes in. We basically say if you can be 80% consistent in a month, which is about 24-ish days, then you will definitely get results. And I'm also not saying that if you are super consistent at 80% and you have that small little 20% that you're off, that 20% you will slide backwards a little bit, but you won't slide so far backwards that you'll lose all the results that you get. What we have to remember is 2 things. 1, does this routine make you happy? Because if this routine makes you happy, you're going to do it more consistently. And 2, are we actually consistent, meaning 80% on with our major 3 things, or are we giving ourselves a little bit of false sense of where we're actually at? If you have any questions about this, don't be afraid to comment or even book an appointment online on our website.